This is a breaking news alert. The explosion at Harvard Medical School, an investigation by FBI and Boston police, is being censored and covered up. Investigators request for we the people to provide information to identify and apprehend the suspects in the virology, vaccinology, and neuroscience bioengineering labs is being obstructed by the censoring media that is aiding and abetting the viral vaccine racketeering enterprise, best referred to as the COVID crime syndicate. The nation's leading news sources, especially the virtual news monopoly PR Newswire service, is censoring and covering up the following facts and revelations in violation of civil and criminal laws, obstructing governmental operations and investigations, and public news and lead production to safeguard, in this instance, public health and U.S. national security. This censorship and cover-up timely corresponds to suppressing my report to Congress and the DOJ, detailing the following facts and conclusions, vetting nearly the entire COVID crime syndicate, detailing the agents and agencies beyond Dr. Anthony Fauci, criminally accountable for COVID's millions of deaths and fraudulent vaccine policies and fake news manipulations. You are urged to circulate this report as a public duty to circumvent the corrupted media and investigating agencies. By sharing this information, you'll be saving lives and everyone's health and safety. First, Dr. Anthony Fauci's authority and complicity in the COVID crime syndicate and the lab virus cover-ups, ties to U.S. and British intelligence agencies, to Harvard also, MIT, and Oxford grantors, and to certain communist Chinese officials, coordinated by and through the World Health Organization, the WHO, and Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. Number two, American agents who played significant roles in the COVID pandemic and related cover-ups include FBI Director Christopher Wray, CIA Director John Brennan, NIA Director James Clapper, NIH Director Francis Collins, NIAID Director, of course, Dr. Anthony Fauci, Harvard Medical School Dean George Daly, EcoHealth Alliance President Peter Daszak, and MIT Moderna company entrepreneur Robert Langer. Number three, officials recklessly, erroneously deny that the SARS-CoV-2 virus was genetically engineered to deliver HIV/AIDS-like pathogenesis consistent with the symptoms of long COVID. That is, gain-of-function outcomes, along with COVID cancers, damaging and killing millions worldwide. Number four, U.S. government grants and generally secreted private interests financed by COVID-19's virus acquisition, multiplication, and international distribution, administering the zoonosis through U.S. aid, the PREDICT Project, and Metabiota Labs, overseen by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, and presumably England's Military Intelligence Section 6, MI6. Number five, Metabiota collaborated with Dr. Peter Daszak's EcoHealth Alliance, the Wuhan Institute of Virology, and the CIA through Rosemont Seneca Technology Partners that was spun off from Rosemont Capital, a venture capital firm created by Christopher Hines, Hunter Biden, and John Kerry's stepson, Devon Archer. Number six, the CIA's nonprofit biotech startup company investment firm In-Q-Tel is implicated for complicity for inside trading in the global disease enterprise, along with Oxford University and the Wellcome Trust of England. Number seven, Dr. Anthony Fauci is implicated in SEC violations of Rule 10b-5 in lieu of doubling his net worth from $7.6 million in 2019 to $15 million in 2023. And Fauci's pardon by President Biden is voided by fraud and crime in the Biden administration that Fauci fraudulently and criminally advised. Number 8, the prosecution and conviction of Harvard chemistry professor Charles Lieber on January 28, 2020, by the FBI for allegedly lying to U.S. military investigators about his associations within the Chinese Communist Party, misrepresented the nano bioelectronic technology transfers that Lieber made to China, and obfuscated the human vehicle utility and value of the technology to dual-use transhumanistic advancements by military and medical industrialists, commercializing methods of wireless, AI-administrated population surveillance and social control applicable to the Trump administration's announced Project Stargate. Number 9, the incarceration and subsequent expulsion to China of Charles Lieber by FBI Director Christopher Wray and Attorney General William Barr favored Lieber's biotechnology counterpart at MIT and Moderna, Dr. Robert Langer, and his related investors, commercially and financially benefiting from the fraud, crime, cover-ups, and more. Number 10, President Joe Biden's authorization, administration, and promotion of mandatory experimental mRNA vaccines advanced by Moderna in the COVID crime syndicate, of course, that included captured U.S. military and health agencies, aiding and abetting insider trading, unjust enrichment, and COVID morbidity and mortality. All of this falls heavily on the Biden administration and the CIA. Number 11, in lieu of the racketeering and organized biocrimes seen here, enabled by the regulatory capture of government agencies and insider trading, urgent reconsideration must be given to official denials of vaccine graphene and/or graphene oxide in the mRNA vaccines by Pfizer and Moderna that officials deny to secure public health and national security. Number 12, collusion between Anglo-Asian interests and governments in the shared administration of COVID-19 and the pandemic is evidenced by, among other things, the highly censored and generally neglected People's Republic of China PRC law on vaccine administration, that is, their vaccine law in China. It was enacted only weeks prior to COVID-19's emergence on June 29, 2019, as published initially in the Global Legal Monitor, with CCP intelligence officials obviously commercially preparing for the forthcoming pandemic. Number 13, major Chinese investors in the COVID crime syndicate include the Evergrande Company and Morgan Stanley officer Jack Zi in their partnership with the CCP and China's chief COVID officials, including Dr. Zhang Nanshan, influencing Wuhan lab operations. Number 14, Chinese government agent Ning Gao, identified by the FBI, advanced Charles Lieber's nanobioelectronic neuroscience technology to China, now enabling China to advance the most powerful nanobioelectronic population control devices for civilization's cyborg conversion. Number 15, the heavily suppressed nano-neuro-bioelectronic graphene technology and its research and development in Wuhan particularly favored the COVID crime syndicate, as well as U.S. and Chinese players. Number 16, major American private investors and policy influencers in the COVID crime syndicate include Bill Gates, Boris Nikolic, Jeffrey Epstein, George Daly from Harvard, and Robert Langer from MIT, along with Project Stargate principal Larry Ellison. You are encouraged to review all of these facts and much more in the censored report to Congress that I provided to the FBI, Boston police officials, as well as Senator Ron Johnson, who has specifically requested this type of information. I'm Dr. Leonard Horowitz. Thanks for sharing this intelligence.